Sorry. Amen. Okay, so let's have our attendance check and kumustahan. So when I call your name, please say present and then um use the emoji or emoticon that best describes your mood today. So Maribeth, are you present? Hello, Ma'am Maribeth, are we present?
Present po.
Thank you. Mary Rose, kahit sa chat na lang po yung emotions ninyo. Heart ba yan? Or sad? Or happy? Or meh? Ganon. Mary Rose, are you present? Wala pa yata, no? Is,
Present na daw, sir. Ayan.
sorry, oo. Ezekiel,
Present
Ezekiel,
po, present po.
thank you. Darren, our top physics teacher, Darren, are you here? Top students in physics, Darren, are you here?
Present po.
Okay, thank you. Marami kang recitation mamaya ha. Bernard, are you here?
Present
Bernard,
po, sir.
thank you. Sir Juan Carlos,
Present
JC,
po.
thank you. Kathy May,
Present
Kathy
po,
May.
Kathleen po.
Kathleen, Kathleen, sorry. Thank you. Mark, Eric, Mark.
Present po.
Okay, thank you. And then lastly, CJ.
Present po.
Patingin nga yung mga mood nyo before I check paano ba i-check yung mood. Anyway, so mamaya na natin i-check yung mga mood. So okay naman tayo lahat, ano. All right, so let's just review our classroom rules before we begin. So, first is be on time. Thank you for being on time, class. And then, please use your real name. Bawal po ang mga aliases sa IGNs. And then, mute your mic when not speaking. And then, when you need to speak, syempre, of course, you need to open your mic. You need to raise your hand before talking. Okay, so use the virtual or yeah, just prompt me if you need to talk. And stay focused. So bawal po mag-ML, bawal ang ibang games, bawal ang TV. Please turn off your avoid distractions. And ayun, turn on your camera all the time. May I request to turn on your camera po para malaman po natin na we are attentive and present in class. And because we are taking up physics, so please be prepared. So I need you to prepare your pen, pencil, paper, and calculator. We will have individual and group activities. So please prepare these things. So your cell phone will do. Also, use respectful language at all times. Participate actively in discussions and activities, and be kind and supportive to your classmates. Okay, so our lesson objectives is at the end of the session, we expect your students to explain the difference of the following in your daily examples. So the difference of scalars and vectors, distance and displacement, speed and velocity. You're also going to measure and compute distance, displacement, speed, and velocity. And recognize and value the real-life use of displacement and velocity through a reflection presented using your identified learning preference. So that will be done after our lesson today. So, you know Moana, no? So, how far will she go? So, in your left, it's a situation where the boat is on land or on sand. So, as you can see, the arrows, if we recall our previous lectures on the forces and balanced forces or unbalanced forces, ano sa tingin niyo yung nangyayari dito sa kanan sa kaliwang boat? Which boat do you think is at rest and which boat do you think is moving? Anybody? Darren.
No, I think the boat on the left is at rest because the forces are balanced. And then the boat on the right are not balanced. Thus, the boat on the right is in motion po.
Okay, thank you. JC, anything to add?
I agree with sir, no. napansin ko lang nasa disyerto po siya, so at rest po yung ano, yung isang bangka natin. Pero kung mapapansin niyo po sa kanan, sir, is ano po, yung hangin po may parang humihip yung hangin at the same time yung sail po ay against the hangin. So most likely siya po yung gagalaw. Yun po.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Yung mga forces na yan, these act as yung parang, let's say, we quantify natin, may mga values yung mga forces na yan, ano? Pag mas maraming direction sa isang side, mas madaming forces. On your left, for example, ang nangyayari, yung arrow na ito, this is sabihin natin yung weight ng boat that is forced into the ground, and the ground equally exerts equal force against the boat. That's why steady siya. Kasi kung hindi, babagsak yan dun sa sand. Pero since steady siya, so equal yung balance. And then no air sa left and right, so walang balance. But here, dun sa right side, you can see may wind no? So yung direction ng wind, I mean yung forces brought by the air, the wind, we expect the boat to move. So recalling our concepts, so we know that forces are pushes or pulls that stem from this interaction between objects. And the force exerted on an object can change it can change the motion of the object. So it can either stop or move or start it to move. Either it slows down or speeds up your motion and change its direction. But anybody from the class, ano ba yung motion? What is motion? What's on your mind when you say motion? Ezekiel, yes.
Parang basta po gumagalaw siya, hindi po siya nakarest at may puwersang tumutulak po siya na nagpapanatiling gumagalaw po yung isang bagay. Tama po ba, sir?
Yes, thank you. We will i-note natin yung nagre-recitation na may 1 point sa atin yan sa performance task. Thank you, Ezek. So, 1 point na kay Jace, kay Ezek, saka kay Darren. Oh, yes, anything to add, JC? Meron pa?
Yes po. When we say motion po ba? Tama po.
Mm.
When we say motion, it's the change in an object's position over time. So halimbawa, yung isang bagay at rest siya kanina, kagaya ng example niyo po. Tapos kung halimbawang meron pong pagbabago sa kanyang posisyon, so meron pong motion or movement. Yun po.
All right. Thank you. Motion is the change in position from an original reference point or point of origin. So basta may change in positioning, that's already considered a motion. Okay, thank you very much. Now, let's have an activity, or I'll demonstrate to you an activity, the shortest possible distance. If you're able, kindly try in your cell phones, although pag grade 7, alam ko bawal pa ang mga cellphone. But suppose na you have gumagamit tayo ng Google Maps, ano? So I believe na nakakagamit na tayo ng Google Maps. So let's try to answer the following. How far is your place from PNU when you take the shortest possible route? And then, what is the shortest distance, quote unquote, when you go in a straight line? Gusto lang natin malaman kung gaano ba talaga siya. Kung dire-diretso from your place of origin to PNU, ano yung pinaka niya, yung distance niya, yung shortest distance niya. And we can do that in Google Maps. Let's demonstrate. Nasaan yung aking maps? Okay, suppose that etong ating Google Maps mo, ano ko muna, i-reset natin. Okay, so when you go to Google Maps, here is your map, ano. Sorry lang guys if masyadong madaming text, but let me guide you through. Suppose we want to go to the Philippine National University. Philippine National Normal pala, ano ba ako? May minus na. Versity. Okay? So here, so you can see it's located here in Philippine National University. And suppose that I live in Plaza Noli. So I will get my directions and I'll say I'm in Plaza Noli, or let's say Welcome Rotonda. Welcome Rotonda. That's ayan, Sampaloc, Quezon City. When I click that, to your left, it will give you how many minutes to go there by motorcycle, by car, etc. But I want you to appreciate the kilometers. Okay? So, pag via ayan. So, tingnan na lang natin to, no? So, here is Welcome Rotonda. Let me just zoom in. And then, this is the whole stretch of España. Then, you have your UST. So, binigay niya sa akin tong route na to, no? And it's equivalent to 4.7 kilometers. But what if yung straight line lang? What if nag-helicopter ako from my place, from Welcome Rotonda, to PNU? Actually, you can do that in Google Maps. So, right-click, and then makita mo measure distance. When you are in your cell phone, it's more difficult, medyo mas complicated. But when you are in your computer, desktop, you just click, right-click, and then click measure distance. Okay? And then you click at one point, Mabuhay Rotonda, click mo yan. And then i-click mo yung kabila. Ay, pahiya na naman ako. Paano nga ba yun? Ayun, drag. Ida-drag nyo pa baba. And as you can see, yung straight line niya from Mabuhay Rotonda to PNU is actually 3.94 kilometers. So when you take the shortest route using the different roads in Metro Manila, the actual kilometer is 4.7. But in a straight line, it is only 3.94 kilometers. Meron bang makakapag-demonstrate kayang gawin yan sa class? Because if not, I want you to do that at home and try to experiment yung actual na route na pagpupunta kayo from your place to PNU and try to use this tool, yung measure distance from your place to PNU. And you will expect na syempre, mas maiksi palagi yung straight line. Any questions? No questions? Okay. So I will now give you to Teacher Alpha for our lesson.
All right. Thank you very much, Teacher Oscar. So you guys can try it at home. You can send your Google Map screenshots to our Google Classroom, no, or to our Google Chats Messenger, and we can discuss more about it, no, afterwards. But now, let's proceed to our lesson. So kanina na-share ni Teacher Oscar na this morning, this day, our goal is to find out more details about scalars, vectors, distance and displacement, speed and velocity. At ngayong hapon, gagawin natin yan through a storytelling. So I want you guys to meet my friends Curly and Lynn. So si Curly and Lynn, they are going through this race, and their goal is to Sugar Crumb na 100 centimeters north sa kanila. So, binigyan sila ng tape measure. So, this tape measure measures the distance. And this is our first physics word, distance, scalar. So, distance is scalar. When we say scalar, this is just a number. Binibigyan niya tayo how much, gaano ba kalaki, or what is the size? Like the 100 centimeter alone. So yung 100 centimeter alone, or let's say 50 centimeter, 10 centimeter, it's a scalar quantity, no? It has no direction. And distance refers to the total length of path traveled between two points. So mamaya, malalaman natin from the first point to the goal or the last point, gaano kaya kahaba ang na-travel ni Curly and ni Lynn. Our second physics word is a vector. And the 100 centimeter north is actually a vector. Pag sinabi nating vector, we have two parts or two important elements. Number one, first sorry, ay, na-spoiler. So first is it must have a magnitude. And second one, it must have a direction. So makikita natin to sa ating given. 100 centimeter is our magnitude, check. And our direction, north, check. So eto na, nagsimula na ang race. Napagdesisyon na ni Lynn, I'll go straight ahead. And sabi naman ni Curly, ay gusto kong gumala. Hanapin ko kaya, alin kaya dito ang may pinakamabilis na path. So eto na. Let's see. Iti-check na ng ating referee after 60 seconds. Ayan, pinito na ang whistle. Let's see. After 60 seconds, eto na ang status ni Curly and ni Lynn. Si Curly, nangangalahati na siya. Ayan, sa green point. And masyado siya maraming curls. Kaya ang distance niya or yung total travel niya from the starting point is 120 centimeter. How about naman si Lynn? So si Lynn, dire-diretso lang, nangangalahati na rin. Pero dahil dire-diretso lang siya, ang distance niya ay 70 centimeters. Ayan. So after 60 seconds. So tingnan natin, ano kaya kanilang speed? Alright, hala, ayaw mag-move. Can I ask help po, Sir Oscar? Next point po. Ayan. Okay. So, makikita natin na aside from the black line, we also have the straight blue line. Ano kaya ito? And doon sa measurement ni Curly, merong 60 centimeter point. And kay Lynn naman, the 70 centimeter point. So, actually, these are called the displacement. Ibig sabihin, ito yung change of position from the starting point. So nakita natin kanina na yung change ng starting point nilang dalawa ay magkaiba. Ayan. So ito ang computation to determine your displacement. So we have to subtract the final position minus the initial position. So let's try and see. After 60 seconds, si Curly, ang kanyang displacement ay nasa 60 centimeters. And si Lynn naman, ang kanyang displacement dahil siya ay dire-diretso, 70 centimeter. And parehas sila, ang direction nila is to the north. So mapapansin natin, ang dami ng trinavel ni Curly, pero ang displacement niya lang pala ay 60 centimeter. Dahil ang displacement hindi nakabase, gaano karami ang iyong trinavel na distance. But ang tanong, gaano ka na ba kalayo sa iyong starting point? So, let's see. Another 60 seconds, binigyan ulit sila ng time. And let's see, anong status nila after 120 seconds. But for now, let's try to see the distance, the speed. Okay, let's measure first pala the speed na ni Curly and ni Lynn. So pag sinabi nating speed, it is a scalar quantity and it uses distance to get the speed. So the formula for speed is total distance over time. So samahan nyo ako na i-compute natin ang speed ni Curly and ni Lynn. So, can you guys compute? Ano kaya ang speed ni Curly? Sige nga, i-send nyo nga sa ating Zoom chat box. Ano ang speed ni Curly? So, the total distance is 120 centimeter divided by the 60 seconds o yung first half natin, 60 seconds. Alright, very good. Mark. Okay, very good din, Darren. Very good, Jace and Bernard. Very good, Maribeth. Okay, tama kayong lahat. 2 centimeters per second. How about naman si Lynn? Sige nga, i-compute natin 70 centimeters divided by 60 seconds. Ano kaya ang speed ni Lynn? Alright, sige, compute. Mga kayang mag-mental math. Ayun. Let's see. Tama si Mark. 1.17 centimeter per second. Or pwede rin naman itong i-round sa 1.2. Okay? So, mapansin natin na base sa speed, usapang speed, okay? Mas mabilis si Lynn. Si Curly, sorry. Si Curly mas mabilis siya dahil ang dami ba naman niyang trinavel. Ayan. So, ngayon, tingnan naman natin ang velocity. So, pag-usapang velocity, ito naman ay isang vector. And it uses displacement to find the velocity. So, total displacement divided by time. So, samahan niyo ako ulit, no, na alamin or i-compute or kaya na to mental math. Ano kaya ang velocity ni Curly? Take note, velocity is a vector, so dapat may direction. Anyone? Very good, Darren. 1 centimeter per second north. Naku, sayang, Jace. 1 lang. So, kahit tama ang iyong magnitude, mali pa rin ang iyong final answer dahil kulang ng unit at walang direction. Tingnan naman natin si Lynn. It's okay, it's okay. Tingnan naman natin si Lynn. 70 centimeters north and 60 seconds ang time. Anyone? Alright, very good, Mark. So, napansin ninyo na kanina, ang speed ni Lynn ay parehas lang sa kanyang velocity. Dahil kung babalikan natin, straight line lang naman siya. Wala naman siyang paikot-ikot. So, makikita rin natin dito na mas effective si Lynn papunta sa kanyang goal dahil kahit quote-unquote slower ang kanyang speed, mas naging efficient naman siya. Dire-diretso siya. Walang wasted motion. Okay? So, ito na. Tingnan na natin. For the final, dahil yun ay first half lang. First part, 60 seconds. Okay, Maribeth, you can go out. Sige, go lang. Take a break. Balik ka agad. Okay, thank you. So, tingnan natin, 120 seconds ang total time. So, may another 60 seconds. Sige, Jay, CR ka muna. Ayan. Magkaiba naman ang CR ng boys and girls. Sige. Okay, after 120 seconds, eto na ang status ni Curly and ni Lynn. Si Curly, wow! Siya ay nakapunta sa kanyang final destination. Samantala, si Lynn naman ay natakot merong spider kaya bumalik siya sa kanyang starting point. Kaya, sa final computation, yung measurements natin, ang distance ni Curly o yung total time traveled ay 250 centimeter. And ang kanya namang displacement or yung layo niya, no? From yung distance, yung change of position niya is 100 centimeters north. How about si Lynn naman, dahil 70 centimeters siya nung una, bumalik siya 70 centimeter din, ang kanyang total distance ay 140 centimeter. Kaso, may change ba sa direction ni Lynn? Meron ba? Class? Meron bang change sa direction ni Lynn from the starting point? Kindly react ng yes or no. Ayan, so mga nag-CR ata lahat ang aking mga klase. Sige, or mababa. So merong nag-yes, si Ezekiel. But actually, class, dahil walang change ang kanyang from the starting point to up to end point, ang displacement niya ay 0. Walang nangyari. Nandun pa rin siya sa starting point niya. So, walang direction yon, 0 lang. So, let's see. Let's wrap it up. No? Si Curly ang ating winner. Ang kanyang total distance, 250. Ang kanyang total displacement ay 100 centimeter north. So, i-compute naman natin ang kanyang average speed. Okay, labas-labas ulit ang calculator. Help me, no, compute. Ano kaya ang average speed ni Curly? Sige nga, kindly send sa ating Zoom chat box. 20.83 centimeter per second. Let's check kung tama. Okay, ang tamang sagot ay tama si Ezekiel, around 2.08 centimeters. Ayan. So, mukhang nagkaroon lang ng challenge sa, let's be also mindful dun sa decimal points. Ayan. So, tama. Very good, class. Thank you. So, tingnan naman natin ang kanyang average velocity. So, again, ang kanyang displacement ay 100 centimeter. Ay, oo nga. Tama, Maribeth. Tama, very good si Maribeth. Mali si Ezekiel dahil walang units. Okay, kaya ang nakatamang sagot ay si Bernard. Very good, Bernard. May magnitude and may units. Masarap yun to. Mamaya pa ang ating break time. Okay, after class. Okay, pero pwedeng kumain, basta makinig. Alright, sige. Let's now proceed sa ating average velocity. Anyone, nakapag-compute na ba? Ano kaya ang average velocity ni Curly? Okay? Okay, let's see. Maribeth, ang sabi ay 0.33 centimeter per second. Sabi naman ni Bernard, 0.83 centimeter north. Okay, kompleto. Ang tamang
Hindi.
sagot ay si tama si Bernard. Oh, kanina nagkulang si Bernard ng units, no? Pero ngayon binuo na niya. Merong ding direction. So very good, around 0.83 centimeter per second. Okay. Ay, oo nga, kulang pa rin. Oo, naduling na ako bigla. Wala palang per second. Okay, so wag kakalimutan class. Dahil usapang algebra, balikan ng algebra, centimeter sa taas, may second sa baba, kaya centimeter per second. Okay? Ayan. So, balikan naman natin si Lynn or the loser. Naku, ang hard naman ng the loser. So, ang kanyang total distance, 140. Total displacement ay 0. Sige, let's compute for the average speed. Anyone? Kindly send the average speed of Lynn sa ating Zoom chat box. Be mindful na ha sa ating units. The units. Okay, anyone? Meron ba? Compute. Alright. So, let's see kung tama ang sagot ni Bernard, ni Maribeth, Darren. Alright, very good. 1.17 centimeter per second. So, na to, round off na. Okay, estimated. Tingnan naman natin ang kanyang average velocity. Mental math. Anong average velocity ni Lynn? Wala nang calculator. Ilan? Dahil ang kanyang displacement ay 0, ang kanyang velocity ay 0 din. So, walang direction, walang nangyari, walang point. Nasa starting point pa rin siya. In short, to sum it up, no, wrap up lang natin, guys. Distance and speed are scalar. You measure your total path. And displacement and velocity are vectors. Tama, Jace. Hindi gumalaw si Lynn kanina. Kaya siya na-lose. Okay. So, sa speed, ang kanyang formula ay distance over time, velocity, displacement over time, plus meron pang direction. So, again, class, hindi ibig sabihin na malaki ang distance mo, malaki na rin ang displacement. Ang tanong, kamusta? Saan ka na ba napunta? Gaano ka na ba kalayo sa iyong starting point? So, si Lynn, hindi siya naka-move forward kasi wala, bumalik siya eh. So, 0 ang kanyang displacement, 0 ang kanyang velocity. And yes, Maribeth, hindi siya nakakuha ng sugar crumbs. So, balikan natin yung short activity, yung kanina, no, sa ating engagement activity. Ganon yung minodel ni Teacher Oscar kanina na black line. Makikita nyo dito sa ating illustration as the red line, no? So, this is what we call the displacement. Ayan. So, yung kung gaano ba kalayo talaga from the starting point to the end point. And may mga i-share ako sa inyo ng mga formula dahil kanina straight line lang yung mini-measure natin kaya madali lang natin ma-determine, but there are some cases or some problems na meron talagang medyo i-recall natin ang ating geometry, yung na-lesson natin ng grade 6, naalala pa ba? So, ito actually is related sa inyong algebra, but we would like to introduce to you the Pythagorean theorem. C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Whereas, kung mag-i-start si student or yung ating travel ng point A, ang A natin ay yung distance from point A to point B, yung horizontal component, yung line A. And yung B naman, yung line B natin is distance from point B to point C. So, ayan. At ang ating displacement ay yung C or yung tinatawag na hypotenuse. Kaya kapag kayo gumagala kayo with your friends, may nakita kayo, may na-identify kayo, parang familiar itong path sa atin. Punta tayo ng hypotenuse, shortcut yun. Ayan. Okay, so ayan ang formula para sa displacement ng pag right triangle. Paano naman kapag ang path mo is pa-curve o yung half circle? Ayan. So, balikan natin. Let's recall our circumference lesson sa math before. So, ang ating displacement ngayon na formula, we derive from the circumference c is equal to pi d. Kaya displacement natin c over pi, or in this case, we have 2d over pi, where pi is the constant pi, 3.1416. D is the distance or curve from A to B, or yung 1/2 of the circumference, and c is the circumference of the whole circle. So later on, you will work with your group mates regarding that. Alright, so at this point, I'll be giving you to Teacher Shello para i-discuss why does it matter. Thank you!
Okay, Galas. I hope I am audible, no? Sana naririnig naman ako. So now we have discussed distance, displacement, speed, and velocity. Ngayon baka may magtanong, ma'am, bakit po ba natin ito pinag-aaralan? Tapos may sasagot, para ma-perfect po yung exam. Pero syempre hindi lang yon, hindi lang siya for test, for exam. So these tools actually, or these concepts, is actually a vital tool for us to make a responsible daily decision. So let's look at the two major applications that we can apply these concepts. We have number 1, the fuel efficiency, and number 2, road safety. Okay. Okay. Ayun. Okay. So I have here a sample scenario. So let's say gusto kong mag-travel from my place to another place and kailangan ko mag-travel within 12 kilometers. However, upon searching sa Google Map, meron palang shortcut. So pwede kong makat yung 12 kilometers to 8 kilometers. Ngayon, if a regular car consumes 0.08 liters per kilometer, how many liters did I save? Anyone? You may type your answer in the chat box. It's anyone in the class who would like to answer? Sige, balikan natin. 12 kilometers, na-reduce siya to 8 kilometers. Ilang kilometers na lang?
4, yeah.
4, okay, correct. Ngayon, if every kilometer, nagko-consume ako ng 0.08 liters, how many liters of fuel did I save? 0.32 liters, that is correct, Mark. Thank you for your answer. Ayun. So let me ask you, are we only saving fuel? No. Okay, thank you, Jace. Jace, let me ask you, ano pa nangyayari? What else happens?
Mahal po kasi ang gasolina, ma'am eh.
Of course, mahal yung gasolina. So, makakatipid ka rin sa pera. That is also correct.
Maglalakad na lang po ako,
Yes.
ma'am.
That is correct. Di ba, gayahin niyo si Jace. And speaking of paglalakad, kapag naglakad ka, ano ba yung mare-reduce sa atin? Ano yung mare-reduce natin kung nabawasan yung distance or naglakad ka na lang? Di ba? Body fats other than body fats. For the environment, started with letter C. It's carbon. It's carbon footprints, our carbon footprints. Okay, let's go back to our example, okay? So, if there is a 2.3 kilograms of carbon emission per liter of fuel, how much carbon footprint did we reduce when we shortened our trip from 12 kilometers to 8 kilometers? Sige nga, anyone want to try? Anyone? 9.2, nice try.
Huh?
So sabi natin kanina nakasave tayo ng 0.32 liters. Tama? So how much, ilan yung na-reduce natin? So i-multiply lang natin siya to 2.3. Anyone? Sinong may calculator? Go ahead, you may try. I don't see the answers. Anyone? Hello, are you still here? Are you with me? Kindly use the reaction button, heart, if you are still with me. Naku, baka natulog na sila lahat.
Ayun na, Sir,
Okay.
Sir Darren na. Ayan.
Ayun, thank you so much. It's 0.74 kilograms. Okay. So anong implication nito? So imagine, no? Imagine, dahil lang na-shorten natin yung distance by 4 kilometers, nakasave tayo sa, kung di traffic, nakasave tayo sa time, mas mabilis tayo makakapunta. At the same time, syempre, less gas, meaning less gastos sa pambili ng gas. And at the same time, nabawasan din yung carbon emission natin. Tama. Maglalakad na lang daw si Jace. Okay. Now, moving on with the road safety. So remember class, the higher your speed is, the greater what? Ano mangyayari? The greater what? Starts with letter I. Anyone?
Pag nabunggo.
The greater D? Starts with letter I. It's okay, hindi siya L. Impact, correct? That is correct. Thank you, Kathleen. Okay. So in simpler terms, the faster the vehicle is, the greater damage for the vehicle when it collides with another object compared to a vehicle with a lower speed. That is why meron tayong mga speed limit. So, to add, a car with a high speed is more difficult to control. Also, it will take a long time to slow down or stop, which can cause accidents. So, imagine if may red light, tapos nagpapatakbo ka ng mabilis. Merong kotse sa harap mo. Kailangan mong biglang tumigil, di ba? Anong tendency nun? Anong mangyayari? Magkakaroon ng accidents.
Collision.
Tama. Collision, accidents. And ikaw na nakakos ng accidents, ikaw nagka-injury ka na, nag-cause ka pa ng injury sa iba, 'di ba? Okay. Next. Okay, now I will give you 1 minute to think of a short, powerful statement. Remember class, short, powerful statement lang. So I want you to answer these questions. How do speed and velocity connect to travel efficiency and road safety? Again, short and powerful statement lang. Like short statement lang, very short. Ito yung in regards sa diniscuss natin kanina. So I will give you your time now. Time starts now. Kindly raise your hands if you are already done with your statement. Wag mo muna i-post sa chat box. Just raise your hands if you are done. Short lang ha, hindi to essay ha, class. Meron na ba? Anyone done? Okay, thank you, Jace. How about the others? Meron ba? Okay. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait for 30 seconds for the others. Baka naman nobela na yung sinusulat nyo, class, ha? Maikli lang, short. Short statement. Okay. Okay, let's do some sharing. So I saw earlier nagtaas ng kamay si si Ezekiel. Ezekiel, can you share your statement with us? Hello, Ezekiel, are you there?
Hello po, teacher. Nasend ko na po sa group chat yung basahin ko po.
Yes. Kindly read it and
Ayan.
share it with
Ewan ko
class.
po kung tama sagot ko. Kung dadahan-dahanin po natin ang pagbaybay sa daan patungo kung saan po tayo pupunta at magiging wais po tayo sa pagpili ng pinakamabilis na ruta, yung displacement po na tinuro kanina sa atin, mas magiging ligtas at mabilis tayong makakapunta sa pupuntahan natin. Ayun.
Thank you so much. Meron bang nagsulat dito about, meron na tayong road safety, meron bang nagsulat about fuel efficiency? Yung naunang diniscuss kanina. Meron ba? Anyone? Kung wala, let's have another sharer na lang. Sige, nakita ko nag-raise din ng hands kanina si Ma'am Maribeth.
Ano po, halos po kaparehas lang po kay Ezekiel. Bali po, yung speed at saka velocity po ay nakakaapekto sa pag-travel. Dahil po kung tama at control po natin yung bilis, mas efficient at mas mabilis nga pong makakarating. Tapos sa kaligtasan naman, kapag sobra or mali po or yung bilis, tapos mali pa yung direksyon, mas mataas po yung panganib ng aksidente. Eh yun po, isasama ko na rin po kung nagkamali kasi ng direksyon, yun po, yung gasolina nga. Madaming
Okay.
magagamit din, aksayado.
Tama. Thank you. Salamat, Maribeth. Okay, now let's move on. I hope everything is clear, no? Clear ba? Meron naintindihan ba lahat? Meron bang questions? Okay, can I see the heart reaction if naintindihan? Okay. Okay, now let's proceed to the next. Okay, kung naintindihan, let's proceed to your assessment. So I have here 5 set of questions. So I will be reading each question twice. Then I want you to type your answer in the chat box. So I will give you at least 10 seconds to type your answer. And meron bang questions? Is that clear? Kaya bang gawin yan? Can I see thumbs ups? Okay, thank you. So first question, which of these quantities needs both magnitude and direction to describe it completely? Again, which of these quantities needs both magnitude and direction to describe it completely? Is it time, mass, speed, or velocity? Okay, the correct answer is velocity. Next, question number 2. If a car travels 5 kilometers north and then 5 kilometers south, what is the distance and how about its displacement? Again, if a car travels 5 kilometers north and then 5 kilometers south, what is distance and how about the displacement? So we're looking for the distance and the displacement. Okay. So the correct answer is, for the distance, 10 kilometers, and the displacement, sorry for the typo, it's 0 kilometers. So remember, kasi nga, di ba, bumalik ulit siya, so back to its original
Zero.
position, kaya 0. Next. Question number 3, true or false? Distance is always greater than or equal to displacement. Again, distance is always greater than or equal to displacement. Is it true or false? Okay. The correct answer is true ba? Hindi pa sure si Jace. Okay. The correct answer is true. Okay. Next. Question number 4. When can speed and velocity have the same magnitude? Again, when can speed and velocity have the same magnitude? Is it A, when the direction changes, B, when moving in a straight line, C, when at rest, or D, when moving in a circle? Is it A, when direction changes, B, when moving in a straight line, C, when at rest, or D, when moving in a circle? Okay. The correct answer is letter B.
May question mark.
Laging may question mark. Okay. Let's move to the last question. So which tool or app can best help measure the distance and displacement in real life? Again, which tool or app can best help measure distance and displacement in real life? Alright, okay, nakita ko na yung tamang answer agad. So the correct answer is Google Maps. Very good, class. Kahit na medyo may hesitation yung iba, tama naman yung sagot. Very good. Okay, now let's move on to your group activity. So I want you guys to discuss with your groups. Ito po yung groups nyo, nasa screen. So this will be your seat work. So you will answer these 3 questions. It is categorized in easy, moderate, and challenging. So you may utilize your group chat in Messenger. I think you have one. So after you solve it, I want you to upload your answer in our Google Classroom, okay? And then I will give you 10 minutes to answer. And then after you upload your answers, we will discuss the solution later on. Okay, I will give you your time now. Time starts now.
Mm-mm. You may assign sa group ninyo yung easy, moderate, and challenging para mabilis na. We're only given 10 minutes, no? Teacher
Yeah,
Shello?
10.
Oo.
Yes po, 10 minutes.
Okay. So since may naka-post na, so let's proceed no with discussing the answers. So for the easy, so ang sagot nila group number 2 nila JC, distance total path traveled is 40 centimeters. Actually, ano pa to? The total distance is 60, 20 plus 20 plus 20. Ayun. So it should be 60. All right? And then you divide it by time in 20 seconds. So that is 3 centimeters per second. Okay? So this is only a formative assessment. So ano natin, meron pa tayong summative later. So it's okay. It's okay guys if hindi natin nakuha ng tama. Okay, Pythagorean theorem. Yung moderate na yan, ano? O, sige, later. And then, the distance, the displacement, it's a given. So, 20 centimeters north. Dapat may, meron tayong direction. So, 20 centimeters north. That's a given. And then, again, divided by 20. So, that is 20 centimeters north divided by 20 seconds. That is equal to 1 centimeter square, 1 centimeter per second north. Okay? Okay. For the moderate one, okay, hindi ko na ano. First, the distance is, ito lang, 20 plus 20. Yun pala yung sinasagot kanina ng grupo nila, Jason, no? So, that's 40 centimeters, the moderate one. And then, yung speed niya is simply divided by 15, which is 2.67. Now, for the distance, we're going to use ang Pythagorean theorem, ang kapitapitagang teorya ni Goria. So, that is, so using Pythagorean theorem, right? So, c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So, dapat, ano yan, isa-square root natin para mawala yung square ng left side. So, c. So, in this case, the same. So, d squared equals 20 plus 20 centimeters. Square natin both. And then equals 400 centimeters squared plus 400 centimeters squared. That's 800 centimeters squared. And then get the square root. So, you arrive at 28.28 centimeters northeast. Okay? So, inano lang natin. We just describe the direction of the arrow or the displacement, which is northeast, 28.28. And divided by 15, it yields 1.89. Tama ba? Tama ba? Ayun, correct. Good. Very good. Okay. And lastly, tingnan nga natin kung tama yung sagot nila. Okay, so first it's given, no? 55 centimeters, right? So, and then, ang speed niya is divided by time, which is 12 seconds. So, that is 4.58. Is it correct? Speed, 4.58. Nako, may error yata. Ang distance niya is 55 lang, anak. Distance is 50. Yung green lang, the green line. Yung gray one, it's not part of the distance. Hindi siya umikot. Dito lang siya, yung kulay green. Okay? So, it's only 55. Pero, yon i-adjust lang natin yung answers natin. So, the displacement naman, ayan na. So, circumference divided by pi. Okay? So, recall, circumference equals pi d. Alright? So, yung d, transposing, so d equals circumference divided by pi. So, circumference divided by pi. our distance, yung curve natin is 55 only. To be able to fill up, the entire circumference, kailangan natin i-multiply yung 55 by 2. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 55 centimeters times 2 divided by 3.1416 for you to be able to arrive at the diameter or the displacement, the blue line. Is that clear? Malinaw ba yun? Oo. Sige. So, we arrive at 110 centimeters east divided by 3.1416. Alright? So, that is 35.01 centimeters or negligible yung yung decimal. So, 35 centimeters east. And then, for the distance, you just divide it by 12. So, 35 divided by 15 is 2.33 centimeters per second east. Any questions? If you have a problem in answering the questions, you can approach any of us for any clarifications. Now I'll give for the last activity, I'll give the floor to Teacher Shello.
Okay. Let's proceed to your assignment. So this one, I already uploaded this to your Google Classroom. So this is a group assignment. So you will create a creative output that demonstrate real-life applications on how choosing shorter or direct routes contributes to eco-friendly travel. So I will be grouping you into your preferred learning styles. So you are free to select any output that your group wishes to do so. And the submission will be 1 week from today. So, meron bang questions regarding with your assignments? Wala naman? Okay, if wala, okay. So, thank you for listening today. That concludes our lesson and may the force be with your studies. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.